Hey guys, it's Fantasy King back again with another AFL fantasy video. For round 17 it wasn't too bad for me, 2,238, only moved me up a few spots to 6,876, so I'm not doing well this year. This year ain't my year. And my round 17 rank was 10,591, which is about 5 times better than what it was last week. I'm going to get straight into my team last week and summarise what happened. So the plus 3 of the round belonged who else but to Patrick Dangerfield. I know he ended up only being my vice captain, but he was down and out on 29, it looked like it, and he just came back, went in a forward kicked 6 goal 5, ended up 140 points. This guy's easily the Brownlow favourite again this year, and I can't see what there's any debate about it. I mean, this guy is an absolute freak. My minus 3 is Tom Rockcliffe. He used to be a pig, but now he's becoming a disgrace. I mean, he hasn't tonned in over a month and a half, and I just feel I've lost my patience with him, and I've actually traded him out. I'm going to get to my trades in a minute. But to summarise my team, my defence wasn't too bad. I mean, Nick Newman's score was a bit distracting, but other than that, Lloyd and Nunes was a bit below par, but still, solid scores. Doherty was good as he was every other week, and I had him captain as well. Expected a bit more, but 111 isn't too bad. Adams and Laird done pretty solid as well. Scharenberg and Ryan and bench, making money. They're good cover as well. My midfield, Tom Mitchell, just getting it done every single week. He is a pig. Patrick Dangerfield, I've already mentioned how good he was. Dustin Martin, he's a top 8 midfielder. Adam Chalor had a good game as well. Finally cracked the ton for the first time in a few weeks. Andrew Gaff is actually consistent and underrated. Kennedy had a little bit of an off game, but he should bounce back next week. He was up against GWS after all. Rockcliffe, as I said, really disappointing. And Witherden, he's just making heaps of cash. And Hibberd was on my bench for me, and he's out for the year. I traded him in for Powell Pepper. That turned out to be an awful trade. But I ended up getting in McRae. He didn't do too bad. He did 123, so I didn't really lose with the trades. But my ruck, Stephen Martin was disappointing. Darcy was average. Soldo was actually pretty good. Good bench cover. Forward McRae, as I said before, he done very well. Heaney was, roughly around average. Toby Green had a blistering first quarter and then just died after that and finished on 85, which is a bit disappointing actually. Jack Steele was disappointing as well. Dowhouse, he's not 100 averaging forward. I don't think he even is going to crack the ton for the rest of the year, but 90s it will do. And Toby Nankervis was, he didn't do too bad considering he wasn't really the sole ruck, but I traded him out as well. Greenwood on my bench also done pretty solid, and he's still making money. So my trades goes as follows. I trade out Toby Nankervis because I feel as if, he's maxed out in profit now and he's not going to average as much for the rest of the year, especially with Soldo on the side. So I traded him out. I also traded out Rockcliffe, who's just been really disappointing this year. I got him at 720 grand, which really hurts me as a coach. Yeah, as I was saying, this year is not my year. I traded in J. Kennedy Harris, who's going to make mad bank, and he's going to give me a little bit of cover as well. And Zach Merritt, who's one of the piglets who is going to turn into a pig within the next couple of years. So I'm happy to bring him on my team. So here's my team ahead for round 18. I have Sam Doherty, Taylor Adams and Roy Laird all doing good every single week. I reckon they're the top 3 defenders. Jake Lloyd, Jack Nunes probably averaged 90 to 95 for the rest of the year, and Witherden could even average up to 85 and 90 because he's been one of the best rookies of the year. Scharenberg and Ryan, surprisingly both of them dropped from the team, which it doesn't hurt me too much, but I could imagine it could hurt quite a few teams. Tom Mitchell as my captain this week, easy choice. Such a pig, he'll probably go 140 again. Dangerfield, don't captain him because I don't think he's 100% in this game, but it's good to see him playing this week. Zach Merritt, vice captain, he will absolutely beast it as well. He's pick number 2 for captaincy in my opinion. If you don't have Tom Mitchell, captain Zach Merritt. Dustin Martin, He's up against GWS, who are the hardest team to score against, so I'm not imagining seeing him gain 130 again, but it'll be nice to see him get 100. Gaff should probably get 105 against Collingwood. Kennedy should be back on track with 105 or 110 against St Kilda. Chalor should be back on track with 105 against West Coast, and Nick Newman should be back on track, scoring 75 to 80 against St Kilda. On my ruck, Stephen Martin, who's up against Cruiser, which is a hard task for Martin, but hopefully he gets at least 90, otherwise I am considering trading him. Sean Darcy, he'll average 85 to 90 for the rest of the year, and he is up against McAvoy, which is a bit of a hard task for him, but if he can beat Vardy in a ruck, why can't he beat McAvoy? Solo on the bench as cover, just in case anything goes wrong. And my forward, Jack McRae, he's just been beating it in the past couple of weeks. He's up against Gold Coast, so I imagine he'll be doing the same this week. Toby Green against Richmond, not imagining 100 plus, but hopefully at least a 90. Heaney, I hope he turns up. Steele, I hope he gets back on track, even though he's up against Sydney, who are one of the hardest teams to score against in the past couple of weeks. Dowhouse, I hope he actually tons, even though I'm highly doubting it week by week because he hasn't tonned in ages. And Greenwood, who should do an okay job against Geelong, with Kennedy Harris on my bench, who will do a pretty solid job as well. Anyway guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you leave a like and subscribe to this channel if you're new, and I'll see you guys later once round 18 is completed. Until then, I'll see you guys later.